Barton Perreira is a fashion product dedicated to the highest quality we can produce.
しとやかな美しさ。
Garrett Leight is California classic, beautiful quality style eyewear made with love.
The mother of flat lenses, a particular design mixing some retro ideas from the 1920s, the early mountaineers, mixed up with modern shapes.
As an American brand, the appreciation in Europe is great because Europeans are, should I say more sophisticated than Americans? I don't know. Now I'm going to get in trouble with my American fans. But the appreciation for the heritage, generational hard work is understood here in Europe in a big way. So I think that contributes to our success here in Europe.
Well, Patty and I started working on Barton Perreira together before it was called anything in the summer of 2006, and we launched the product into stores in January of 2008. So it took a little over a year to develop and then sell it and then get it to the stores.
All the extra little details that we put into our frames. We really do put the frames first in our collection.
Yeah, we're eyewear makers, and that's what we do, and we want to just put every ounce of our energy into every detail of every frame.
And we're still completely involved in the eyewear part, producing the frames, and that's our true passion. So I think we will always want the best.
We are an American brand. We've been in New York City for over 100 years. We're now 102, and we've been in the Lower East Side since Hyman came from Europe. So the Lower East Side in New York City is a huge part of our DNA, and it's a big part of who and what we are. We're Moscot.
シンプルなものを好まれるというところで日本と共通しているように思います。
Patty's the designer of Barton Perreira. I'm more of her producer in a way. I work with her on direction and some of the styling I think we need to do, maybe some colors, but Patty really, she designs it and most of the coloring. she's incredible.
Just it's a long process. Some of the factories aren't so large, and there's only a few craftsmen that can do some of the work. So.
And we always tend to be the most difficult client they have and kind of ask the most of them, and it can sometimes take actually longer than 8 months, to be really honest. 8 to 12 months. We design probably 15 months out. Just because we know we're going to require extra effort and extra energy with the manufacturer we're working with.
For me, I like all the design, but especially that we have now the M5 with the side shield, so it's a contemporary look, but not too overwhelming. So it fits as an optic, it fits very well as a sun, and you can wear it all the year. So it's not especially up to date now for only summer. So that's the mix. In general, of the whole collection, it's a mix. It's not only particular for summer style. So we see it all the year. I wear it mostly day and night.
Because we are 102 years old, a lot of our frames are created based off of the historical styles that we've been selling for a long time. But this new collection is based on the 1970s and how Moscot was in the 70s. So we did a whole campaign with a fashion photographer on the streets of the Lower East Side with a lot of styles that are aviators or double bar, a lot of gold, and it's very 70s feeling, and it's Moscot, how Moscot was in the 70s, but also how Moscot is and feels today in the Lower East Side of New York.
今回の新作はちょっとレンズシェイプを大きくしたモデルがとても気に入っております。
In the new spring-summer collection, we really focused on metal and different ways of presenting metals in combination styles and classic metal styles and optical and sun. We did the largest sunglass collection we've ever done, with really fun lenses, from reds and pinks to photochromic lenses and things of that nature. But I think we did a really good job of presenting some of the best metal frames this season, still with the Garrett Leight DNA.
The way we design, it's kind of never really talked about trends. It's just that we always want to make good quality, classic frames that maybe won't be such a trend up and down. We just want great frames. We really never kind of follow that.
It becomes kind of hard when you're 15 months out. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and you nail it on accident, but I think for us, it's, we're really just trying to put together beautiful light frames that are comfortable, and I think strongly focused on optical right now because it's become really important to our collection, and really producing frames that are
kind of classic, timeless,
but with a modern twist to it that people can be around for the next 10 years instead of just through the fashion trends.
It's so interesting because people ask something like that, but every style she designed so many just designs on paper, and we have to take that and edit it to the things that we think we can prototype. And then when we get to our final design edit that we're going to make into our 20 styles that we do approximately 20 styles a season for Barton Perreira. It's a real argument to make it into that group. I know that she designs more product than probably anyone in the world because it's so hard to get into the collection, and we have different needs because there may be something for Asia that we feel that market needs, or it may be something for Northern Europe that we really feel strong. We do a huge specialty sunglass business, and it may be important to do that. So every collection's got a little bit, and they're all our babies. We love every single frame.
Goals this year is we're really focusing on launching Christian Rock, which is a new brand that we just purchased. Guys are like the pioneers of fashion eyewear, and we just are really want to get this thing off the ground, do it right, and revive a brand that was so important. I think from even when Jeff and I started Dita, it was like they were the cool guys. They were the guys doing the rad stuff and had all the rock stars and interesting collaborations before anybody in a lot of ways. So for us, that's what I think we're excited about this year.
視力矯正道具というカテゴリーを飛び越えて、アクセサリーだとか洋服だとかファッションに、もっと隣接する、もっとファッションに近い存在になっていくと思います。
I think the individual optician needs to separate from the big chains. How do they do that? How it's possible? I think with niche brands, with brands with an identity, we say with a DNA. Not because doing frames, nowadays it's very simple, and easy if you have access to the branch. But to have a DNA, it's not that easy because there are too many collections around with just a front and two temples. But I think individual stores need to tell as well a story to their customers. Customers want to be as well individual. They don't want to be among all.
I know what it means to me. Beautiful people, of course. Design, the experts, and the sensibility of Danish and Scandinavian design is something that's paramount.
Yeah, I just think of the first time I ever went to Denmark with a backpack when I was 21. Rode my bicycle around and sat on the river and had wine and went to Christiana and checked it out. And I just think of the first time that I was ever there, really. When I first came to Europe, it was one of the first 3 cities I went to. London, Amsterdam, and then Copenhagen. So it has some significant meaning for me.
寒くて、食べ物が美味しくて、とても綺麗な人がたくさん住んでいる国のように思います。
A super beautiful city with a lot of good food, good opticians. That's why we work with you. A well-known store, not only in Denmark, in all Europe. And we wanted to choose, or we work with those who understand our brand. So Poul Stig is on the first 10 listed. So
Thank
for
you.
us, not only customers, we see us more than friends.
I lived there for half a year, studied design
Yeah.
in Copenhagen,
Yeah.
and what Harvey said, just simple, smart, functional. So great place.